talk about my opponent, the Dragon Slayer.
Superstar 2 is a channel for mostly comedy, but also has gaming and a few other things. Most videos consist of Superstar 2 just doing something silly for under a minute. However, there are a few highlights. I enjoyed Extreme Hardcore Wrestling Presents, mostly because seeing him laugh through Malexy's TV's promo was hilarious. Also, in That Was Chairable, the second time he's hit with a chair sounds brutal. This is another channel with a young creator who is just uploading goofy videos which aren't the best, but also aren't horrific. I wouldn't recommend this channel, but it's not the worst so far, and you could probably get a quick laugh out of one or two of the videos. I give this channel a...
You have got to be kidding me!
Next up we have P Martian. There aren't many videos here yet, but judging by the intro video, the primary purpose is to talk about a brain condition called Moya Moya disease. P Martian wants to shed light on the rare condition as well as discuss being at risk of strokes at such a young age. My favourite video was simply a discussion on MRIs. I enjoyed this purely because it was interesting to hear P Martian's own personal experience. The official thought video while getting an MRI was also decent, and I enjoyed it in a monologue style. I'm sure some of the clone fans watching would enjoy the Chin Chin sacrifice video for Real Papa Franku. The R. Kelly video was a bit strange and not for me. I wouldn't recommend this channel in its current state, but I have subscribed in the hopes of hearing more about P Martian's own personal experience of Moya Moya disease. Overall, I give P Martian a...
I wonder if anyone's ever pooped in here.
You want to go for a spin?
Filthy Frank's SideShow is a channel I've talked about before. I put him in the F tier of my clone tier list because he'd finished his channel, but I did say that during his time uploading he was one of the better clones. Well, he's come back, and since coming back I feel he's improved massively. However, he did previously flex seal his own butthole, so it's fair to say he started off pretty strong. I've really enjoyed what he's been doing with characters recently. The storyline of Safari Man was really well done, and I like the new additions such as Shadow and Leafy's penis. Dildos are a common theme on Filthy Frank's SideShow's channel, and his dildo drill especially is an excellent prop. I think characters, storylines and lore is where Filthy Frank's SideShow has really improved the most, as this was already one of the funnier clone channels. I cannot stress enough how criminally underfollowed this guy is compared to some of the other clones. Because of this, I'd really recommend Filthy Frank's SideShow to start looking into things like SEO and actually adding tags and descriptions. Not having any tags is so dumb. If you like Filthy Frank clones, this is the channel you need to follow, and I give Filthy Frank's SideShow I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed Touch My Solid Snake, who mostly makes parody-based comedy videos. Another dumbass lore video was my favourite. I thought the concept of the story was great. Using the id, which is part of the human psyche according to Freudian theory, and turning that into a character I thought was great. The scene with all the previous characters from other videos stuck in a void was really good too. I also thought the concept of Why Did You Leave Me was really funny and smart. In this comedy video, a Filthy Frank fan goes through the different stages of grief. These parody videos have a decent amount of effort put into them, and even with the lower effort stuff it's still moderately funny. This is a channel I'd recommend trying, and I think you should start with his Metal Gear Solid video. It's a bit sillier than the previous videos I've discussed, but I think it was funny and would probably be the most enjoyable for the majority of you. I give this channel...
Well, that was fucking gay.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Another channel with no videos. Just brilliant. To be fair, they clearly watch the series, and they've found some channels they like, so that's fantastic. What isn't fantastic is this channel, which gets...
This is bullshit.
We're going to be looking at the Norman sword. One of the key features...
Excuse me, I heard that the pen is mightier than the sword.
So one of the key features of the Norman sword is...
I've been a big fan of OK Champ for a while, who do comedy skits. My opinion on them hasn't changed at all since I included them in a small YouTubers you should watch video. Since then, they've done some stop motion fight scenes, skits between a peasant and a lord, and Darth Vader being a terrible housemate, as well as other stuff. They also had a video do very well called The End of All War. In the Reddit post for this, multiple people mentioned a Monty Python vibe, and I think that's a fair assessment. However, that shouldn't take away from how unique and creative OK Champ are. I strongly believe these guys are going to be very successful in the future too, from the production quality to the video format to the channel aesthetic. I think anyone thinking about making sketch comedy should look at this channel as a quality example of how to do it the right way. OK Champ have so many great videos, so I'd recommend starting with their most recent video and just binge watching the channel. A lot of these videos are very short, so binge watching it is very easy and enjoyable. Overall, I give OK Champ a
Happy birthday, James!
Oh, it's John.
That there is a special gnome.
Oh, God.
It has temporal powers.
Yeah, sure it does.
Minecomp, I've never heard of that one. Is it like a festival where like Minecrafters meet and stuff? It's like TwitchCon, but for Minecraft.
Hyde Park Crew is a comedy channel involving asking the public funny and tricky questions, and I think they're decent. Seeing people say something stupid is always mildly entertaining, and due to the nature of the questions, it never feels like it's too disrespectful to the public. There are a few highlights as well. This guy thinking Mein Kampf is a Minecraft festival was probably my personal favourite moment. I felt like after 6 or 7 videos, everyone felt similar, and having a more game-based format, such as the website guessing game for a video every now and again, would be good as extra content for this channel. Having said that, I think Hyde Park Crew does a good job in terms of the content, and I'd say it's on point for this genre. Despite it not being quite as creative as the majority of the other comedy channels in the review, it is entertaining and you can probably get a laugh out of it. I give this channel a...
Nice.
My heart doesn't feel so good.
This channel is excellent. Mr. Multiverse is a brand new Filthy Frank universe character. He's a human who accidentally turns himself into a lycra like Pink Guy or Salamander Man. Off the bat, the story and characters make this channel feel very unique. However, what I really love about this channel is its lack of reliance on comedy. I've felt this genre has been crying out for a more serious tone-based channel. There is humour. MLG Henry, for example, is a pretty silly premise for a video, where they basically go nuts for 5-hour energy. However, the rest of the channel focuses on building really interesting and well thought out stories. Because of this, I'd recommend starting at the beginning with the video A New Beginning, because the story follows from video to video. The only exception is the music video for Can't Get Over You, due to it being integrated into a previous lore video. It's really well put together and looks great. That's a common theme across this channel, with a lot of decent cinematography and costumes. However, the audio isn't always great due to the music being too loud, filming outside, and mouth covering costumes. I'd advise doing more post-filming voice recordings. The few times they've done this, it sounds really good. Mr. Multiverse recently did a commentary criticism video on 5-Hour Energy and its creator. It is a bit long, but that's partly due to including the MLG Henry video at the end. I did really like how he integrated the fact that his character was from an alternate universe as part of the criticism of general advertising of unhealthy products. Overall, it did a good job of making the owner of 5-Hour Energy look like an idiot. I think shorter form versions of videos like this would make excellent supplementary content to the lore videos every now and again. Despite the few minor points of criticism, I cannot emphasize how good this channel is, especially its lore videos. Overall, I might actually consider this to be my favourite Filthy Frank based channel now, due to how unique it is to anything else I've seen both in story and tone. I absolutely recommend this, and I'm very excited to see his next couple of videos. Mr. Multiverse gets a...
God damn, Jimmy, this some serious gourmet shit.
This channel is not great. It has some gameplay from streams as well as videos of him just starting a stream, stopping it and starting it again. Hence all of these videos. He should probably delete the ones where there's no gameplay or anything going on. The memes are pretty poor too. Yes, more cringy Fortnite memes Yost is probably my favourite of the memes. Presumably because most of these are bad, means that Supreme Username actually made them though, which is good. I give Supreme Username Nontree mostly does movie and video game reviews, but recently has made some comedic videos. Bethesda Bullcrap was pretty good, and Rhino's Journey is a piece of internet gold. Looking back at some of his older comedy edits, these are clearly a significant improvement. The reviews are also pretty decent. I like Nontree's vocal delivery and comedy, and overall persona. The visual editing is also entertaining at times. I'd advise sticking to the camera cuts over using the character still, just because it looks a bit rough. My favourite reviews were on Scooby-Doo, Sorcerer's Apprentice and Crash Bandicoot Race Against Time. The Crash Bandicoot review especially felt like it had more comedy, and I think the source material was just interesting. I don't think this channel has anything inherently wrong with it, and although there are quite a few channels I prefer today, this is certainly a channel worth keeping an eye on. I give Nontree...
This is the most euphoric gene-creaming experience in the known universe.
Dude, that's when the Area 51 raid is. Can you take us there? How did it go?
How do you think I got here?
Whoa! Can you take us?
Yes.
The final channel is The Fireside. This is a variety channel who do gameplay podcasts and skits. Firstly, I really like these guys as a group. They're funny together and they seem to have a good laugh making videos with one another. I think this translates well into their gaming videos, especially the WWE ones, which were my personal favourites. I found these pretty funny, but I think in general the gaming content lacks the uniqueness to make it worth watching. I do however hope that they do more Fireside discussions, despite them nearly dying at one point. It looks great visually in terms of the fire and the framing and the backdrop, which makes it all feel pretty casual. And it's a type of content that suits these guys. I'd also like to see more skits, and I felt like the Area 51 video was a good first attempt. The ending was poor, but everything leading up to it was solid and moderately funny. Overall, I wouldn't recommend this channel just yet, but I do think these guys are entertaining and have tons of potential. Overall, I give this channel a...
Come on, it's not that hard!
So we finally finished. Who spends nearly 2 months on a 2K subscriber special? Am I right? What a bizarre thing to do.
But Boomerang, aren't you forgetting someone?
No, I don't think I did.